Thank you, Nina. Hello again, friends. My name is Eva Simone, and my pronouns are she and her. Today, we have another installment of the 519 Community Center's African Diaspora Storytelling. I'll be your storyteller today. Today, we are going to tell you a story of African origins and African folklore. A folklore is like a fairy tale that has been told orally over and over. So in West Africa, from a long time, they used to gather around and tell stories about Anansi the trickster. Okay? So when my ancestors came over to this part of the world from Africa, they brought with them their food, they brought with them their culture, and they also brought with them their folklore. So when I was growing up, I was told Anansi stories, and they were always exciting and funny because Anansi is a trickster. Right? So today we are going to tell you a story about Anansi and the magic pot. So all good stories starts with the words, once upon a time. Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, Anansi lived with his wife and his children. In that land where they lived, there was a famine. And Anansi decided one morning to get up and go find food for his family, his wife, and his children. So Anansi started walking, man, and he's walking, and he went into the woods, and on his way walking to find food, he found a pot. So Anansi looked down on the pot, and Anansi looked and said, "What a pretty pot." And then Anansi heard a voice saying, "Don't call me pot." So Anansi was frightened. Anansi started looking around to see who said, "Don't call me pot." And then he said it again. He said, "What a pretty pot." And he looked at the pot this time, and the pot said, "Don't call me pot." So Anansi looked at the pot and said, "So what I must call you then?" And the pot said, "Call me do make me see." Anansi scratched his head and said, "Do make me see? Huh. Well, so that I can remember your name, what to call you, and you get something entertaining for me meeting you, I am going to make a song with your name." So Anansi started singing, "Do make me see, do make me see, do make me see party, do make me see, do make me see, do make me see party." And when Anansi said that, to Anansi's amazement, the pot started cooking up some food, and he could smell the food. He was so hungry, and then he smelled this sweet smelling food coming from the pot, rice and peas and chicken. And that is also that is also a kind of food that came over with my African ancestors. So rice and peas is the combination of rice cooked in kidney beans, and then they made stewed chicken with the rice and peas. So Anansi was smelling the food, man, and Anansi got hungry and hungry. And when the food done cook, Anansi go over to the pot, and Anansi said to the pot, so I can get the food? And the pot said, yes, I'll make it for you, because you sing me a song and you call me my name. So Anansi said, oh, okay. And Anansi sit down around the pot, man, and Anansi eat up all the rice and peas and chicken until Anansi belly was so fully almost bust with food. When he was done eating, he realized, oh, I didn't leave any for my family. So Anansi, with him greedy self, decided not to ask the pot for any more food, but he said to the pot, for you being so nice, I'm going to go by the river and I'm going to wash the pot and make it clean. The pot said, no, 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 don't wash me. Don't wash me. If you wash me, you won't get any more food. So Anansi said, and Anansi wrap up the magic pot, man, and put it aside because he didn't want to share with anybody what he has found. Not even his wife and his children. He didn't want to share with them because Anansi is the trickster. So Anansi eat his belly full, man. And here is Anansi coming home with 6 bananas for it, ripe bananas for his wife and children. And his wife said, husband, you brought us something to eat? And Anansi said, yes, wife, I brought you something to eat. And Anansi gave his wife the bananas, and all the children came around running, and Mrs. Anansi said, Brother Anansi, do you want some of the food? Anansi said, no, 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 man, no, man, no, man. No, man, you eat. I can't let you be hungry, and I am eating. But we all know that it was because Anansi already ate a whole pot of food by himself and didn't bring any for his family. So days after days, the following days, Anansi keep going back to the woods to find the pot, and he would sing, do make me see, do make me see, do make me see patty, do make me see, do make me see, do make me see patty, and the pot would make Anansi another delicious food, yam and banana and ackee and saltfish. Again, these are all food of African retention that came over with Africans to the Caribbean and became our cultural food. So Anansi eat up the food, man, eat up the food quick, and put away the pot in the woods. So again he came home, and over time Mrs. Anansi is looking at Anansi, and Anansi is getting fatter and fatter, and she's wondering, so how there's a famine and only Anansi getting fat? Anansi keeps getting fat, and nobody else, not his wife, not his children, nobody else was getting fat, just Anansi. So his wife said to herself, I wonder what is happening. Could it be that Anansi is eating somewhere else? So the next morning when Anansi come, man, get up, man. Wifey, yes, Anansi, I am going to look some food for our starving children and you, my love. So Anansi pretend to be so nice and went about, and he went in the woods again and sing the song for the pot. Do make me see, do make me see, do make me see patty, and it full up in belly. But Anansi didn't know that his wife followed him into the woods and saw him sing the song and got the food and ate it. So now his wife, when Anansi hit the pot again, his wife ran back home and got his children, got the children, got the children, and when they got the children, and Nancy's wife sung the song. Do make me see, do make me see, do make me see party. Do make me see, do make me see, do make me see party. And the pot cook up some nice curry chicken and rice for the wife. And the wife was so happy. She fed the children. She fed all of the children and then fed herself. Unlike Anansi the trickster, who ate the food all by himself. But the wife sent home the children and said, go home and say nothing to your father. But she stayed back and she went to the riverside to wash the pot. She didn't know that if she washed the pot, there would be no food. So she washed the pot and she wrapped it up back nicely, man, and she put it back in the bush so that Anansi wouldn't know that she found the pot. So the next day, here comes greedy Anansi. Selfish, greedy Anansi coming through the woods all by himself, find the pot and sing, do make me see, do make me see, do make me see party. Nothing happened. Anansi scratched his head and say, I wonder what happened. And he sing again, do make me see, do make me see, do make me see party. And then the pot said to him, me tell you not to wash me or you wouldn't get any food. So Anansi scratching his head now and say, who could have known about the pot and who washed the pot? So Anansi study up in brain, man, and he study up in brain and he said, wait, yesterday when I carried the bananas for the children, nobody was excited to eat. Could it be my wife? It must be my wife. And she washed the pot and now I don't have any food to eat. So Anansi was so vexed, man. Anansi vexed with his wife because he can't go to the woods and eat up all the nice food by himself. There's no more food coming. So Anansi went home to his family, and on his way to his family, he saw a whip. And he saw the whip on the ground and he said, what a pretty whip. And the whip said, don't call me whip. And I said, what's frightened again? I said, oh, this might be a magic whip like the magic pot. So Anansi pick up the whip and say, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry it home and give it to my wife and let her sing the song and let the whip beat her. So Anansi went home, man. Anansi went home and he's coming and say, wifey, where are you? And his wife say, here I am, husband. And Anansi brought them some more bananas, and Mrs. Anansi brought the bananas to them and they ate the bananas. When they done eating, Anansi said to his wife, wifey, you like this switch? And the wife said, it's a pretty switch, man. And the whip said, don't call me pretty switch. So the wife asked the whip, what should I call you then? And the whip said, call me whip make me sing. And Anansi said, sing this song for the whip. Whip make me see, whip make me see, whip make me see, party. And the wife started singing, whip make me see, whip make me see, whip make me see. And the whip started beating the wife. Why, don't beat me, said the wife. And all the children can come running to see what was happening. All the children come and to see what was happening. And Anansi started laughing and holding his belly and said to his wife, That's what you get. Because you wash the magic pot and I have no more food. And he laughed so hard at the wife and went to his bed. Jack Mandora, Minos carry no. So that is the end of the story of Anansi and the magic pot. I hope you enjoyed that story.